Everybody, what's up, man? How y'all doing out there? How y'all doing, man? First and foremost, I appreciate all the support. I gotta say that. I gotta thank God, for blessing me with another day on this earth, man. Thank you. Also, yeah, last night I missed y'all, man. I'm just been extremely exhausted. I've been having, a little bit of health issues. Hopefully, it's nothing, too concerning, but I leave everything up to the grace of God, man. I leave everything up to Him, man. And I pray on it nightly. I pray on it daily. I got wonderful people in my life praying for me, so I'll get through it. But I wake up and I pray. I pray throughout the day. But yeah, last night I was just extremely tired. Like I said, health issues, man, and it's probably all stemmed from my past life, man. The past life of using and not caring what I ate, not caring half the time if I ate at all, man. I ate a water hoagie half the time because I needed to have money for drugs, and that's what I was sitting here contemplating on tonight, man. I was sitting here thinking like, man, it sucks, man. I have no energy, I'm tired, like, fatigued. My weight's down pretty bad, but I got a few suggestions on getting it back up, and we'll see what happens. But I was just thinking about the things, man, and I just, it's easy to get down on yourself, man, but at a certain point, like, I'm paying for things now as a direct result of my previous lifestyle, man, and it catches up to you. I'm 36 years old, man. I'm not a baby anymore, and at a certain point, man, it's just your body wears out, and I'm feeling the effects of it now, unfortunately. But I try to eat better now, and instead of just, man, I remember days, man, I would drink some water and look for drugs. That was it. So, I try to be, that's what I say, man. It's all about attitude for me, man. Most of these things I speak on, I'm just speaking from personal experience and speaking, about my experiences of it and what I went through, man. So I try to have a good attitude. I try to have a positive outlook because, I don't, sitting here and thinking the worst is definitely not going to improve my situation. Sitting here doing nothing is not going to improve my situation. So, there are things that I can do. I sit here and think, like, and be grateful about things, man. Because, like, at a certain point, man, like, I didn't care before whether, what was wrong with me. As long as I had money to get the next one, that's what mattered. I'm able to go to work and take care of my family today. And that's another thing, man. I was just sitting here, guys, like, they got a sign in different places in Pennsylvania that says DUI. You can't afford it. And, man, they are not lying. I was looking at things today, and, as they come in the mail, and they're still coming in the mail, fines, and it's extremely important. Just here alone, I got a booklet, all these dates on there, and there's a whole bunch of them of 18 months of $400 that's just for the bracelet I got on. Now, I still got fines back home I got to pay, too. I still got, I'll be paying for the rest of my life, probably. And I smile about it now, but hey, man, like, what am I going to do, man? Like, that's where I said before, like, they make it almost impossible for people to, like, get back on track. Oops. Sorry, guys. Yeah, they make it, like, impossible to, because, like, a lot of people, they don't even want to give you a job unless you got license, man. So like, I mean, don't get me wrong, like I don't think people should be out here driving under the influence and like, crashing into shit, and when a cop tries to pull you over, you just decide like the better idea is just to take off, especially when you don't have headlights and no turn signals, and you don't even know where you're at that moment, but so don't get me wrong, like people should be held accountable for their actions. But, I just think there should be things put into effect to, make it easier for people to, especially once they're doing the right thing. But yeah, and that's another thing, man. Like, you always got to, if you're going to dance with the devil, man, he's going to knock on the door, man. You got to, you got to pay to play, man. You got to pay to play. Like, if you're out there doing shit, man, it's going to catch up to you. If it hasn't, it will. And then, like, if you decide you want to change your life, man, you can start making choices, man, better choices. Start making better decisions. Start doing the right thing. And it just starts with, just one day at a time, I'll tell you what, man, my life sucks today, man, but it is a whole lot better. Now, let me take it back, because it don't suck. I'm just joking with you guys. But, like, I got a pretty good life, man. I got people that love me. I got I got a family that supports me. I got, good friends that support me. They're just not, hanging out with me because I got drugs or they got drugs, or I'm hanging with them because they got drugs. You know how that lifestyle goes. And, like I'm so set in a routine, man. That's why I try to tell, like, some of my listeners, they'll ask, I'm like, man, find a routine, man, and pray. And I'll tell them, like, some people just look at me stupid, like, but it's seriously, like, it's not just that simple, man, because, like, you have to put the work in, man. You have to do things you're not going to want to do. You have to get uncomfortable. Like I said the other night, like, if you're in a bad situation, even relationships, and your significant other is constantly putting you down, calling you names. Sorry, I forgot where I was. I had to check on my baby. But, yeah, I forget where I was, guys. Thanks, Zep. But, I don't know. But anyways, like, so, routines and stuff, man. Like, my life is just dead set on a routine. And it's like I feel like I have, even certain, like, I get up the same time on the weekends as I do on the weekdays. Because it was important to me when I first got sober. Because, like, yeah, some mornings I'll get up and it's like 4:30, 5:30. I think, like, I don't know, 6:30. Maybe the latest on the weekends I'll sleep in. Maybe. But usually I'm up, man. Because, like, there was times in my life, man, where, like, I would stay up for 2-3 days. And then, like, the worst, man, is, like, it's not good, man. And I know people who watch this that, use or used to use or whatever. Like, man, the worst would be when you would be like, I'd be all speeded up, my eyes be like this, and I'm trying to go to sleep, and the birds is outside just chirping. I can see the sun shining through the windows, and I'm just laying here under the covers like this, thinking I'm going to go to sleep. Eyelids heavy as shit, strong as hell, like I'm just up. Like, for no reason, watching Arsenio Wall. Like, I'm just laying there staring at the wall. Like, like, and days like that, man. Them's the day, like, when I have, shitty days today, them's the type of days I think about. Like, or all the waiting around, it's the worst Groundhog Day. It's like a living hell to be in, man. Like, you wake up, you're sick. And you're not saving nothing from the night before. Let's just get that out the way. Unless you got a good quantity. But even then, that's not going to last, man. I've tried every different thing. Hide it out here. Put just this much. This is what I'm going to do today. This is what I'm going to do tomorrow. And literally make, like, packages for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Man, it would be Monday and I was already in Saturdays. You know what I mean? Like, it's never enough. And it was constantly, like, I just think about all the wasted time that I wasted around and, like, all the lying, like, the thing about the truth, man, is it doesn't change. But lying, you got to remember that shit, man. Who remembers a lie especially when they're just making up one real quick because they need to, try to get $20, $30 or something just because they're trying to get better, man. Today I do not have to do that. I don't have to lie. I don't have to beg, borrow, steal, any of that shit, man. I have money in my bank account. I have money put up, very little now since, I had to pay for these lawyer fees, man. But that's a whole nother story, man. And hopefully I want to talk about that too, because I think that's important too, man. Because, given a lot of people, man, they're not where I'm at. And, life is going to show up, man. Life is going to show up. It's going to come and it's going to hit hard, And how hard it hit is all dependent on the situation, But, like, I think, people that really wants to change your life, man, you don't have to use over a bad situation. Because, one, it's not going to improve it. Two, it's definitely not going to take your situation away. It's going to be there when you sober up. And then now you're going to have nothing but shame and guilt. So you're going to use again. And it's just a constant. And that's what puts you back into that cycle of addiction. And your addiction will pick off right where it left off. It doesn't forget. You might forget, because, you acquire some days clean. Like, you may forget, like, the desperation you felt. I look at desperation this time like it was a gift. Like, desperation was a gift for me. But your addiction does not forget where it picked up, where it left off. And it'll pick right back up, and it'll be off to the races. Another thing is to think about too, man, and I'm going to just say this is like, please don't think it can't happen to you, because it certainly can, and, I've seen people, in the walks in life that I've walked on, and I've met so many people that, their first thing was like, I was against drugs, I was this, I was that, lawyers, doctors. I was in treatment with a pro football player down south. He was a alcoholic. He signed a multi-million-dollar contract and he said he didn't report to training or something. He showed up, this guy was like 7'8". I mean, I don't think he was that tall, but he was a big dude, and he pulled up in like this Maserati. Like, he looked like he was sitting on a matchbox, like this dude. And like, he just, he was like, I started drinking, man, and and that was what I wanted to do. He's like, I lost all, what's the word? He didn't have any, he didn't have any ambition anymore, man. You lose all that. Drugs take everything away from you, man. And not even that, man, you give most of it away. And I know a family, they never did, their drugs was not part of the family, man. The son had an accident. He broke his back. He broke his back, was prescribed pain medication. The pain medication went to stronger pain medication, went to stronger medication, went to street medications, and went to heroin, and then ruined his life, man. Ruined his life. The mother, rest her soul, she just, she's not here anymore. She just, some people, they can't take it, man. It'll take everything. People, it'll take everything, and that's what it wants. So you gotta be vigilant on this stuff, man, because at the end of the day. But yeah, sorry guys, I just gotta keep checking on my kid, man. He's driving me nuts tonight. But drugs do not discriminate. They don't care your race, color, age, nothing. They care about any of that. It's a shame, man, like all the people, that know me and know a lot of the people I know, man, they're gone, man. Like, just because they wanted to get high. Like, I see people, like, posting on Facebook, R.I.P. to so-and-so and, overdose awareness month. And, I see kids without fathers, man, or mothers. That's what I see when I look at it now. And, I'm nobody special, man. But, I, felt it on my spirit to put together, some of these videos, man, to just talk about, my experience, man. And I got, a long, long time in active addiction. And, it's unfortunate, man, because like, I had a lot of desires and ambitions as a kid, man, but my high school years was plagued with, I was a pill junkie. I mean, I was a pill junkie in high school, man, and that's when people was deciding what they're going to go to college, and what they want to do after, on the weekend, and they're hanging out with their friends, and they're going to football games, and they're going to concerts, and they're going to just enjoying their youth, man. I couldn't leave my town because like that's where the drugs were at. And I went to Ocean City one time, and we was going down there for 5 days or a week, and I thought I took enough drugs to go. 2 days later, I was on my way back to the small town that I'm from to get more drugs. And by the time I got back and got the drugs, I didn't even want to go back. I just, you lose all enjoyment for life, man. It robs you of your joy and everything, man. That's why, like, no matter what today, man, I try to remain grateful and show gratitude and have a good attitude about things because, like, I gave up on everything and everyone, and as, my addiction progressed, like I said, I started, having kids and, not taking care of them, man. Like, the point blank simple, like I wasn't a good father, man. Dad, whatever you want to call it, because my addiction was my master and I was the slave. And that's how it went for, a long time. And, I see these kids today and, I don't want to argue whether weed's a gateway or this or that or, it doesn't matter. I think, when you're an adult and you want to make a decision to use drugs, that's fine. Whatever, dude. But if you're not an adult, man, you should not be using drugs, man. It's not going to make your life better. It might make it seem better, and things may be better for a while, and you may feel, man, this is what I've been searching for my whole life. But pretty soon, that's all going to turn on you. And it's going to isolate you. It's going to withdraw you from society. It's going to make you angry. It's going to make you irritable. And you're going to be discontent. And you're going to be all those things, man. And you're going to be just a miserable shell of a person. You're going to lose all the emotions you have. You're going to develop coping mechanisms, but none of them's healthy. You're going to become a liar, a thief, whatever you want to think of. Like you'll become it. You'll put all your morals that you have, and they'll go out the window. You'll do things you never thought you'd do. You'll steal from people you never thought you'd steal from. You'll lie to whoever just to get one more, man. And you never know when that one more might be your last. So I just wanted to come on here tonight and just share a few things. Like, here soon, like, I got some stories from people that they have sent me that I am going to be reading on here. I'm trying to figure out, like, I may take my mug off of here and or talk for a minute and then, like, put a background and then share some stories. I don't know, man. It's up to you guys, too, whatever you can suggest. I got a couple interviews coming up with a couple people I know. They're going to... They was selfless enough to, offer me help, and I appreciate that, man, because it's support, man. We're all in it together, and even the people that don't. You don't have to be an addict to share a story of success, especially on here. I'll share any story that you feel that somebody would like to hear, because everybody needs to hear stories, man. Especially a lot of people that don't have any hope, man. To know that there is hope out there, to know that they can have success, and to know, and just to give, people just something to look forward to, man, because a lot of days I remember, I didn't have anything to look forward to, except figuring out how I was going to get the next one. But, it's only by the grace of God I get to do this. I thank Him every moment I get a chance, man, because to be honest, I shouldn't even be here speaking. So that's why I try to remain grateful and humble, man, because You know, I don't care where you're at in life, man. It could always get worse. And if you feel like it can't, you know, if you're making the choices like I used to make, sit back because you're in for a long ride. So, I don't know, guys. I appreciate your time, man. I appreciate you watching this. Um, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Same time, same channel. God bless you guys.